Hi, it's Dr. Marino doing a retake version of the tips on reading the Faerie Queene video. I apologize about the sound. Let's go through a few things. Not as important, but where I'll start because it's small and simple. Don't worry about the spelling. Okay. There's been a lot of growth in the English language between Chaucer's time and Spenser's. Spenser is imitating Chaucerian English. Yes. Even though the English language itself really has changed more in the 200 years between Chaucer and Spenser, or Chaucer and Shakespeare, than in the 400 years since between Spenser and Shakespeare and us. Spenser is deliberately making it old-timey, which means he's doing old-timey fake spelling, fake old-timey spelling, as in it starts with the title. So here's our problem. Older literature is actually not particularly spelled in a regularized way, not till the 18th century. So when you read Shakespeare, we've actually gone through and changed the old-timey spelling to modern spelling for you. You're welcome. Here's the problem. Spenser is deliberately misspelling things. So where would we regularize, would we normally just modernize that? Because that's just normal 16th century spelling that we change routinely. And what is the deliberate ye old-timey Edmund Spenser BS that he's doing? Where is it deliberate? We don't want to take away things he did on purpose. That's not the point. So we just leave everything the way it is. Sound it out. The 16th century is super hooked on phonics. It really is. So the spelling's going to be irregular. Don't let it throw you. You haven't lost your ability to read. Spenser's just being a pain in the ass. He's a genius in so many other ways. We give him this mulligan. It's not my favorite thing about him. You'll see, it's not something that catches on. No one else does it. And they love Spenser. The other parts are like Spenser. Spenser was the man. Spenser was the poet everybody wanted to be when he grew up. But they don't want to do that spelling thing. So forget about that, ignore it, move through it, sound it out. Reading Spenser aloud is a rewarding experience anyway. Here are the two big things. First, slow down. I know that seems hard. I know you have so much to do. You're at Cleveland State. It's a summer class of 6 weeks. Some of you are already, frankly, falling behind in the reading, and the end of the class is coming right up on us. It's only a month away. But this poem is designed to resist your attempts to read it quickly. It demands slowness. It is a leisure poem. It is a poem for vacay in the shade of a beautiful tree, listening to the plashing of a fountain, maybe seeing a few nymphs cavort, right? Let's go out to the countryside with our knights and ladies and just enjoy the general atmosphere. It's meant to move slowly. If you try to rush through it, it will make you insane and you won't understand it. It unfolds slowly. I know you have a lot of pressure. That means you've just got to carve out more reading time for it. I wish it were different, but that's just the truth. You've got to carve out the reading time for this complicated, slow-moving, beautiful, mad genius poem. Third, take a break between cantos. Slows things, but I'm in a rush, Dr. Marino. I got stuff to do. I haven't written I haven't written a response paper for this one. I'm falling behind. Yeah, I know. This is designed. The cantos are real, deliberate units, and you take a breather between them. And actually, that will help your comprehension too. This is not a poem about plot. It is a poem about structure. And what happens in a canto, if you just try to blow through those section breaks without and just stop wherever you stop and then pick up, it's going to be much harder to follow the thread. The poem starts and stops 12 times. Go along with it. Each canto really works as an independent unit, or I wouldn't have spent so much of I would have made 12 different canto videos if the cantos didn't mean anything. I'm not doing 5 act videos for Hamlet. I'm going to do more than 5 videos for Hamlet, but I'm not doing the acts as individual things. I'm not going to do scene by scene, but the cantos matter. Let them matter. Take that break. It's designed, and yet you kind of need it. Yes, that means you've got to carve out even more reading time. I know. I, too, have read the Faerie Queene for a class. That's one of the things that eventually led me to getting this job. I've been where you've been. Okay. Last thing, don't get hung up on plot. If you try to make it all about the plot, what happens in the story, it will make you crazy. It cannot be done. That is not what this is about. There is a plot. Sometimes the plot moves too slow. Sometimes the plot moves too dizzyingly fast. But plot is a snare and a delusion here. This poem is an immersive environment. Welcome to, it's like Warcraft, except beautiful poetry. And the great graphics are in the beautiful poetry and the fabulous descriptions. It is an immersive poetic environment where we move through it and we look around at the wonderful world around us and we stop for those descriptions. We learn things about character. People changing, characters change and grow over time. Let it happen. Don't make it all about who did what to who and who knocks who off whose horse. Man, everything happens. Nothing happens at any particular speed, and then everything happens all in a crazy blur. Don't make it about plot. Don't worry about plot. It's about, it's about what you see on the way there. So let's go together on the mother of all chivalric, romantic, magical mystery tour road trips, the Faerie Queene, because that's what it is. It's a long, magical road trip, and it's all about what you see on the side of the road. Enjoy.